Hello everybody. It is Saturday evening and I just wanted to stop in and do a little bit of journaling with you. And if you've been looking at my Facebook page, you know that our little dog Daphne has had to go to the hospital. She stayed overnight and had IVs in her little leg to build her fluids back up and everything. Yesterday was just a bad day all the way around for her and for us, because when we took her, the original initial diagnosis was Addison's disease, which is treatable, but as y'all know, treating animals on a monthly regular basis gets very expensive quickly. So we were really upset yesterday. But today, good news, it is not Addison's disease. They think that she just had some kind of little infection going on. So she's back home and resting comfortably in all of her favorite little spots. And typically just being her typical bossy little self. So we're happy about that, and we're going to do a happy journaling page. So I drew a little rainbow out and I am gluing it to my journal. When I started staying at home for COVID, I decided to make a journal, start a daily journal. I don't do it every day anymore, but it really helped me at first when I started staying at home. So I drew a rainbow and then I colored it in, and then what did I do? I cut it apart. That makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? But that's what I did, and as I was cutting it apart, I got to noticing that not all my little rainbow arcs had just the one color in it. Some of my little rainbow arcs, like this one that I'm gluing down right now, ended up having some of the colors from the next little arc. Can you see that? That pink one has got some blue in there, but you know what? I decided that that was actually okay, because a rainbow, if you're a Christian, you know that a rainbow is God's promise to us that He will never again flood the earth. And if you are a Christian, you kind of know that every life experience brings its own lessons with it. And so I look at this little rainbow with the colors that stay from other arcs, and I think that those are carrying life's lessons into the next rainbow arc. So every phase of our life brings us a new lesson that we end up carrying into the next phase of our life. So just like nature is never static, neither are our lives static. We're always learning and growing, and hopefully putting that knowledge to good use. So now the other thing that I found, well, there are no true coincidences in life, okay? We just understand that at the very, very beginning. My Bible verse today, y'all, was, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. And when I think about yesterday and the turmoil that my heart was in and that I just could not shake loose of, how fitting that today's Bible verse reminded me of what I used to tell my children. We might go through a lot of things in this life that we don't understand and that hurt our hearts, but it's all to God's plan. He has a plan that we are not always privy to, but we have to know and trust that God's peace will always be with us. And we need to keep our focus on God so that that peace can flow through us every day, regardless of what happens. And so when we get distressed, when we get upset about something, we're supposed to remember to turn to Him. Now, I did do some praying yesterday about things that were on my mind, in addition to Miss Daphne, but some family things that I was upset about. So I did some praying, and so today, I don't know if it's just because we got the good news about Miss Daphne and she came home, so our house doesn't seem as empty. I don't know I just feel much more at ease today than I did yesterday. So, my Bible verse was from Philippians 4:7, in case anybody is interested. Now, I do some Bible journaling, but sometimes I draw in my Bible and sometimes I don't. But I try to include my Bible verse in my COVID journal. So I'm going to write it down right here. Let's see. And the peace of God which surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. And again, that's Philippians 4:7, and I'm reading from the New King James Version. And then I'll go on and I'll write more things in there. And I will decorate this page. I usually like to glue things in on this page. Right now, I've got this cute little flower that's from the punches that we punched out the other day when we made those little dimensional flowers. I've got this little flower. It's just on white paper, but you know what I did to it? I painted it with sparkly fingernail polish that I got at the Dollar General store. It was on a super cheap sale, like $1. I got 5 or 6 different bottles of Glamour fingernail polish, I think is the name of it. Right here's the bottle. Glam nail polish by My Beauty Spot. There was a whole little bucket of them, and so I got those, and I've actually been using them in my paper arts. I've been coloring flowers and various different things. So I'm gonna glue this little flower right here, okay? And then the other thing that I need to do, let's see, this is day 157 of when I started sheltering at home. So I need to write that down. Today is September the 5th, and it's Saturday. (2020), and it's day 157 of sheltering at home. See the rain, the cloud, the storm cloud I drew and cut out like a sticker yesterday? Day 157 of sheltering at home. I don't know about y'all, but these kinds of things just help me to keep my mind from dwelling on all the things that are wrong in this world and all the things that are going on in our country. There's so much hate and so much hurt and so much division going on in our country, when we could be using this time as a time to come together and to realize that the things that are important are right here in our own homes, so close to us, and yet we are just pushing everything further and further away from us, and we're depending on the outside world to make us happy. I think that we're being shown that the things that keep us so busy, the rushing to work and the going to the movies and the going to the beach and the going here and going there and buying this and buying that, those are materialistic things. And look at how we are just so upset because we can't do those things right now. I think we've had a huge wake-up call. Will we listen? I don't know. But that's just what I think. You don't have to agree with me or anything else. I don't say these things for anybody to agree with. They're just food for thought, things to think about. in an upset world, in a time where we feel like we're just being poked at from all directions. So if you like journaling, I'm going to be doing some more journaling pages as we go along. I've started a little memory journal of when my family comes in so that I take pictures and add to that. And so I'll be posting some more of these videos along and along. So I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, if you like to do any kind of mixed media journaling, making junk journals, making ephemera, doing very strange abstract painting, because I am not the traditional artist. I don't know what kind of artist I am. I call myself an artist, but I just do oddball things. But if you like oddball, hang out with me and learn to do some things that I've learned to do, and we'll just have some fun together. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you're notified of any time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to me ramble, and I will hope to see you in YouTube land later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.